Hi guys, it's Tiff from Scrap Sanity here, and if you'd like to find out how to turn this plain looking paper into beautiful vintage style paper in mere minutes using things that most people have lying around the home, then stay tuned and I'll show you how. Before we get started, I'm just going to show you what I'm using. So I've just got my trusty instant coffee. You can just buy the cheapest one in the supermarket. I've just got a spray bottle here with some warm water. This is approximately 100 mils, and you'd probably want to have 3 to 4 tablespoons of coffee in that and mix it up. Just keep adding coffee. If you want it to be darker, if you want it to be lighter, add a bit more water. Can't really go wrong with this. Really going to look beautiful no matter what. I have a heating tool here that we're going to use to dry this all off with. If you don't have one of those, just get out your hairdryer and use that. If you're new to junk journaling and you don't have all this fancy equipment, then honestly, it can just be very, very basic. And obviously, whatever paper it is that you want to use, if you don't have these fancy doilies, they're a couple of dollars for a pack of like 20 at the junk shop. You can order them online, Amazon, Temu. However, if you don't have them, just use some plain copy paper and it's going to work exactly the same way. You can use book paper, dictionary paper, any paper is going to work with this. Let's get going. I've just got some book paper, some note paper, a plain piece of copy paper. I've got an old brochure here as well that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to put some coffee on the back of that. So you could even use an old invoice, because once you stick the whatever's on that side down, you're not going to see it, right? You're just going to see the side that's coffee dyed. Most important thing is that we're just going to have a play and we're just going to have fun with it. You don't have to stress over ingredients or exact measurements and all that sort of thing. It's just about having fun. So it's really just as simple as this, guys. We're just going to spray it all down. But the most amazing thing is that you don't have to use an oven. I'm going to show you how to dry it, and you're not going to believe how quick and easy this is. So spraying everything takes literally about 1 minute, if that. Let's just say 30 seconds to spray it all. Just bring your other papers in, because it doesn't matter if you're getting the back of them as well. This is just my plain piece of copy paper, and you can do both sides if you want. But now we're going to do the brochure. Obviously, we're just doing the one side of that one. So you can just do that to make sure that they're all covered if you want. Okay, we just want to lay them all separately for the drying process. I got a bit carried away there, just spraying them all together. You might just want to do one at a time, especially if they are sort of delicate. But I'm like a bull at a gate with most things, so I just go, yeah, we'll just do it this way and see what happens. Okay, so I've got my heat gun plugged in, and now all we're going to do is literally just dry. That's it. And you can give them a turn over as well. Okay, so if you have too much coffee, you can literally just get a paper towel and dab it up so that it's going to dry quicker. And then you've even got a really nice coffee dyed paper towel as well. Nothing goes to waste around here. All right, so we'll just keep going with our drying process. Just going all over. Now this literally just takes minutes, guys, and if you were just doing one for a project, it'd already be finished by now. But honestly, it is just so quick and easy. Alternatively, you could leave it overnight, but then that's defeating the purpose of this being, you know, antique looking paper within minutes. Just dab with them with the paper, because that helps them dry a bit quicker as well if you put too much coffee on like me. As I say, no right or wrongs, just however you think it looks good. I've even got these paper ones over here. That's the copy paper, and then I've got the brochure. I didn't know how that was going to come up, but it's actually come up good. It looks like a little bit of a gold effect. I don't know if you can see that. Looks a little bit golden. So I'm just going to check how these are looking. That's looking awesome. I like that one. Just move that off there. All right, that's the copy paper. And then we've got the doilies. Just be careful when you're lifting them up that you don't rip them. That one I think had been, no, that was the right side. Now, when I first started junk journaling, I used to do this in the oven, and I would have them all in like a baking tray. I'd have to get them all out, then I'd have to find places to put them all, and like this is just so much quicker and easier. I can't believe that I ever went to the extent of having to heat up an oven, having to watch that they don't catch on fire. Let me know in the comments if you've ever made your paper with an oven before, and if you think that this is a much easier way to do it. So guys, it's literally taken me minutes to transform a plain white doily into something that looks very aged and vintage. I didn't need any fancy equipment. These are all things that people would have in their home. You can make it as dark as you want. You could give them another coat and re-dry them if you wanted an even darker effect. So for those of you that are possibly new to junk journaling and you might be thinking, how would I use a doily in my journal? I've just got my journal here to show you. So I've used a doily as a page in my signature. And I'll just find where the other side of that is for you so you can have a look at that as well. There we go. There's the other side there. And I have featured doilies a few times throughout this journal. Let's see if I can find another one for you. I have one. There's another one there. There we go. And so if you would like to see the full flip through of this, flip through on my channel, if you're interested in that, I'll leave the link below. Hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, please give it a like or a thumbs up and consider subscribing because it helps my channel to grow, and then I can keep bringing you more goodness like this to help you on your creative journey. So if you're new, say hi in the comments. I'd love to get to know you. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back, and I love reading all your comments. And until next time, happy creating. Bye for now.